how Scientology Take two. How Scientology destroyed a popular skateboarding channel. Messed it up for all of us. Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was Lupe Fiasco, and I definitely watched this mug. So let's see what the hell happened.
Boarding paid his employees roughly $20 per hour.
We're basically minimum wage employees.
But donated over $1 million to the Church of Scientology. He'd gone to spend so much time with the strange organization that Braille was neglected until it died completely, in what is quite possibly YouTube's strangest ever downfall. The channel's owned by Aaron Cairo, a pro skateboarder from San Francisco.
My name's Aaron Cairo, and I run this channel, Braille Skateboarding.
He started Braille Skateboarding just 12 days after YouTube's launch, uploading the clips that he'd used to gain his sponsors. But when a simple video titled "How to Push on a Skateboard" gained more views than every other upload, Aaron Cairo saw an opportunity. He'd upload "How to Ollie", then "How to Nose Manual". This led to "How to Pop Shove", and most notably "How to Kickflip", each gaining massive view counts for the early days of YouTube. Braille made tutorials on every possible trick, giving the channel purpose and an obvious direction to help everyone learn how to skateboard.
The whole purpose of Braille Skateboarding to teach you guys to progress on your boards so you're having more fun on your boards.
These videos carried the channel to over 200,000 subscribers, but as Aaron Cairo became more known, so did another completely unrelated video. I am a Scientologist, Aaron Skateboarder.
My name is Aaron, I'm a skateboarder, and I'm also a Scientologist.
During a vulnerable period in Aaron's life, Scientology offered him a free personality test.
And on my personality test, my communication was really low. And then they suggested you should do a communication course.
Aaron took the course and saw significant improvement.
And it totally helped me communicate. It helped me a lot. And from that point forward, I just had this ability to communicate. It helped me a lot.
Getting him hooked on the Church of Scientology.
So then I did more courses from there and learned more. And
he'd argue it helped him improve his skateboarding.
The thing that happened before Scientology and after was I was learning tricks a lot easier. Things were just coming to me a lot easier with less effort.
And that Scientology gave him his career.
And now I built an entire career on communicating.
Yet all of his success could have easily been explained by simple repetition, practice, and week-on-week improvement. Between 2013 and 2014, he was uploading twice a day every day, which guaranteed improvement regardless of Scientology.
We now have 400,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
With the channel growing rapidly, Aaron hired Lance Silva, who also happened to be a Scientologist himself. Lance became Braille's main filmer and editor, as well as the channel's guinea pig who was learning how to skate. Videos of Aaron teaching Lance basic tricks did surprisingly well despite their simplicity, as skaters could watch and learn something new themselves. This seemed to tell Aaron that he should hire more skaters, and would therefore introduce Gabe Cruz, who'd suggest a slightly unconventional upload, a game of skate but on Walmart boards. Aaron thought the video would make him a joke amongst pro skaters, but it rather did the opposite as everybody loved it. They'd therefore do the same thing with mini boards and longboards, turning it into a series called Stupid Skate, playing the game with crazy modified skateboards. There was a skateboard with suspension, one with 10 sets of trucks, and one you could ride on either side. It seemed the crazier the board, the more views they'd gain, leading things to be taken to the extreme.
We're gonna make a new series and it's gonna be called Skate Everything. And we get random things and we attach skateboard trucks and wheels to it, and then we skate on it.
They planned on putting wheels on random different items, beginning with a skinny plank of wood, then upgrading to a sharp square of metal. However, by only the third episode, Aaron was skating an iPad, which was simply too brutal for people not to click.
I'm gonna feel so bad to drill a hole in this iPad. I wanna make this video, it's all Lance's fault, blame Lance.
When the video attracted a whole new audience and gained 3 million views in under a month, Aaron knew he'd found the perfect series. He'd repeat the idea with a MacBook, then a keyboard, then with a flat screen TV. When they ran out of electronics, they'd skate a full-size bedroom door, a surfboard, and a skate shoe, generating so much channel interest they'd gain almost 600,000 subscribers over a 2-month period in 2016.
You guys are the best, the absolute best.
Because we just hit 3 million subscribers.
In fact, Braille Skateboarding became so popular, they'd build their own skate park called
I
Braille
remember this.
House, which acted as their own personal filming studio. I found myself running an actual company, says Cairo, who had 3 full-time professionals running the video editing, merchandising, and finance departments. He'd also hire another 3 on-screen skaters, Fetty Potter, Carlos Lastra, and Nigel Jones. But this wasn't only where Braille's money went. Between 2015 and 2017, Aaron Cairo did
put in the
16
comments if y'all used to watch
Scientology
this, 'cause I definitely used to
courses,
watch
many
this.
of which were
It used to be on
incredibly
Facebook and
expensive.
all types of
The
stuff.
L10 Rundown, for example, has an estimated cost of roughly $72,000, and this doesn't include the L11 and L12, both of which Aaron completed at the same time. Additionally, Aaron completed something called OT3, which according to Reddit, the running tally to complete OT3 would be $278,000. This ignores that he eventually went up to OT6, presumably costing even more, yet Aaron believed that all of this was worth it. An article on his training wrote, L10 was a particularly revelatory experience for him. The gains and abilities are so high, I could not even dream they would be available. My space is so big and so clean, and my flows are wide open. I got rid of masses that had been in my space for trillions of years. I truly uncovered my basic goodness and rightness as a being. He's still having daily cognitions directly related to L10, and his online traction has seen a noticeable uptick, which to be fair was certainly true. The channel was gaining so many views, and all of the members were having so much fun, that the massive amounts being spent on Scientology simply weren't a major concern. They'd continue to ride different exotic skateboards, and allow the audience to send in their own, resulting in some of the channel's highest viewed videos. The Lego skateboard gained 8 million views, the heaviest skateboards gained 11 million, whilst the glass board with glass wheels gained 28 million views. But the trend of wacky skateboards was slowly getting stale. Viewers knew what to expect in every single upload, and after over 200 episodes, each variation was becoming less interesting. To make matters worse, at around the same time, Lance announced that he'd be leaving, which added to the channel's slow viewership decline. In Dumb Data's video about Braille, it's shown that from 2016 to 2019, Braille's views fell by almost 60%, at which point things began to get weird. At this point, Aaron's involvement in Scientology wasn't super mainstream until an article was published titled "The Donors Keeping Scientology Afloat in 2019," with Aaron Cairo being pictured at the top. It explained that he'd earned what's called gold meritorious, given to people who donated more than $1 million to Scientology. On a podcast, Aaron tried to play this down.
Don't you need to give the church a certain amount of money each year to be a part, or
No.
you don't have to give them any money?
No. Courses cost a fee. So the communication course that I did was $100. And the books are like range from $25 to like $30.
But his extensive involvement was documented everywhere. He'd appear in yet another Scientology promo video, for which he was heavily roasted in the comments beneath. But negative audience feedback didn't change his feelings.
Somebody said something bad about that, so I'm just gonna stop. Like, no way.
And to be honest, again at this point, his involvement in Scientology wasn't really hurting anyone. However, this was about to change. In January 2020, Braille uploaded a video titled "I Need Help," requesting that viewers donate to him to save his hometown skate park.
Anything that you guys can give would be incredible. We're trying to raise $200,000. Anything that you can give would be so amazing.
This led to videos such as Aaron Cairo gives Scientology $750,000, but begs fans for donations, whilst people on Reddit wrote, maybe just funnel the massive donations made to Scientology, rather than using your viewer base of children to recreate your park. Comments read, did he have this much money when they had Carlos sleeping in the warehouse like a homeless person, leading people to make a realization? I heard that most of the profits of Braille go to donations to Scientology instead of to the skaters that make it what it is. The skaters were running all the brand deals whilst barely being paid.
It's like, you want us to be the face saying, hey, buy this product, do this thing, and then like we gain nothing from the brand deal. Like, we have sponsors of our own as well. We have sponsors that conflict with this brand deal that you're gonna try to make us go and do on our own, and we are getting nothing but our normal low wage.
And even built ramps for the channel without compensation.
They asked me to build it, and I built it the day of, from scratch, and they didn't even drop a penny.
Imagine working for someone, carrying the channel for $20 an hour. Then you hear that your boss donated $1 million to Scientology. In the process, Fetty and Carlos, two of Braille's most beloved members, left the team under sketchy circumstances. Nigel also announced that he'd be leaving, but would still be in the videos, just not as an employee. He'd later explain the shocking reason for this.
I left because I was making more off of unemployment than I was filming full time.
With pay rises being few and far between.
How many raises did you get?
In 10 years, 1.
But in case conditions couldn't get any worse for the skaters, they somehow still did. As in 2021, Aaron came to the team with another wild announcement.
He goes, in 1 week from now, I'm going to business school for 5 months and I'll be back. And then we're like, whoa, like what the?
As a result, Gabe became responsible for running Braille completely, as Aaron disappeared to focus on business school.
2 months passed. No one has talked to Aaron at all. It's not like he's on the phone going, hey guys, how's it going? Oh, the videos have been good. Like, oh, you're doing really good. Nothing. It was just silence, like legit, like silence.
This disappearance lasted longer than expected.
The 5 months, it ends up being like, I want to say like 8 or 9 months. Then he goes away again. He's like, oh, I gotta go back. I didn't finish. It was not long, and then he was gone for again, like I want to say like 4 or 5 months, maybe even more. Then he come back for like 1 week or something. Then he was gone again, and I want to say the total time was about like 2 years, I think.
After 2 whole years of barely being on the channel, Aaron returned with a video titled I'm Sorry, initially acknowledging his disappearance.
I've been absent from the videos. I know you guys know that. I'm back. We're getting back on track.
Before again claiming to be learning about business.
I did take some time for myself, and I did learn as much as I could about business.
However, conveniently upon his return, another video was gaining some traction. Aaron Cairo is the new leader of Scientology in San Francisco. Aaron had joined Scientology's executive team, as the time he'd supposedly spent in business school was actually him just completing more Scientology coursework. This, in combination with his absence, put immense pressure on everyone else at Braille.
And I'm sorry for being gone for so long. I know it's really hard on my team here.
So much so that they all began to quit.
He emerged as the leader of Scientology SF. In that time, this guy started quitting. Mowgli, Uzi, JD. And then when Gabe was the final straw.
As mentioned, this included Gabe, who at this point was completely running everything.
For the past 7 years, I've been doing all the behind-the-scenes stuff for the main Braille YouTube channel.
Comments read, well, there goes the guy that's been carrying this channel for years.
Honestly, Gabe was running the channel. Gabe was doing like literally 99.9% of the channel.
Forcing Aaron to take back over, who by this point seemed to be completely clueless.
Now we no longer have Gabe to plan, film, and make all those videos. The content is definitely going to be changing. And what you're gonna get, I actually have no idea. But it's gonna go back to the roots of this company, teaching tutorials. Yes, we are gonna make weird boards, weird videos.
This was far from an innovative strategy, with the lack of fresh skilled content being obvious to all.
You look at the videos now, you look at the thumbnails now, you look at the ideas now. Terrible, right? On Braille's channel. Much worse than when we and Gabe were doing it. And that truly shows how much work we were doing.
This dropped the channel's views to just a couple mil per month, forcing Aaron to destroy their skate park.
I was trying to negotiate with the landlords to get a break on the rent. This is a huge overhead. It's tons of money to have a warehouse, and we just could not come to an agreement. And then I got a letter from their lawyer that basically just said, you have got to be out by July 5th.
Unsurprisingly, the audience offered no sympathy. That $750,000 you spent to go up in a spaceship to heaven could have been spent better, but in true Braille fashion, it was even worse than this. Ricky Glazer, one of the last remaining members, wasn't even told that the skate park was being destroyed.
I knew Braille was struggling, but man, I didn't know the park was literally getting destroyed right now. No one told Rick anything. And it's like, man, I really would have loved to know that, get one last sesh. Like, I poured all this blood, sweat, and tears literally into that place.
He was saddened by the sight of everything being discarded, which somehow offended Aaron to such an extent that Ricky was promptly fired.
Braille Skateboarding and Aaron Cairo both blocked me, Ricky Glazer,
on Instagram.
Nigel decided to leave himself.
I will no longer be at Braille doing videos. Won't be doing lessons with them anymore, obviously, because there is no location.
Pissed off by Braille's blatant lack of care.
No goodbye session, no nothing.
10 years of your life.
I haven't even gotten like a thank you for all of the years of dedicating myself to the channel.
Aaron responded with a video of his own, claiming he tried to save the skate park.
You guys must know that I did everything I could to save the Braille house. I literally took out a loan on my house.
But with over 50,000 dislikes, it seems he missed the point completely. Aaron, no one is worried about the warehouse. They're worried about the crew you ghosted. Womp womp, you screwed the crew and that's who we cared about. He is legit more upset about what he did to the building than what he did to all of the people that made it what it was. Without a skate park or skate crew, the state of Braille is worse than ever. Aaron recently uploaded a video titled "Thank You," just reading positive comments from 1 year prior, seemingly to convince himself to keep uploading videos.
I continue going because of comments like this. I absolutely love this.
Braille's viewership has fallen to roughly 5k per upload. Every comment section is filled with negativity, which Aaron tries his hardest to defend himself against.
Chest, feet, and even down there. That's care everywhere, everywhere.
Boy, Marsha, good video. R.I.P. Braille. Hey, you made it this far into the video. Drop a 7 in the comments to let me know you made it this far. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, this has been another great video. I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.
We gon' leave here what we came with. Nintendo 64, we ain't switching on the same shit. And packs on the track, sound like I'm speaking Spanglish. Send my jeans, and I promise ain't no Wranglers. 19 on me like I Georgia swap with Debo.